My name's Rich Harrington, and welcome to this edition of Understanding Adobe Photoshop. Today, I want to show you a major benefit to shooting RAW, and that is protecting yourself from yourself. Now, in this case, the picture is totally blown out. I had switched from shooting in a shadowy region to a sunlit area and forgot to make a change in my camera. Now, I'm sure you'd never make this mistake, but I seem to do it a little too often for my own liking. The benefit, though, is when shooting RAW, the camera captures much more information than it can display at a single time. When you shoot JPEG or TIFF, the camera must bake the file and discard extra information that the sensor picks up. But when shooting RAW, that information is there, waiting to be developed. So here we have it, and I can go ahead and tweak exposure and doing a rescue or push it further. If I click Auto, it analyzes the image, and notice how much information was recovered. Exposure was brought down, and then recovery further pulled in some of the overexposed areas. Let's go ahead and put this back here normal. Notice that recovery pulls down and rescues blown out material. Now, you usually want to combine that with exposure as we've done here to get a nice balance. Fill light can go back in on a dark photo and actually brighten up some of the shadowy areas, as you're seeing. And then, in this case, the blacks were brought up to make them richer. One problem with blown out images tends that they have no contrast, but with the black slider, you can put that in and, of course, tweak contrast as well until you get a nice balance. If you need to tweak color, I recommend starting with vibrance and then filling it in with a little bit of saturation. And of course, a great tool is clarity. Now, you'll see this best by going to 100% and watch what clarity does. See the softness there? As we start to bring that up, little subtle details like the eyelashes really start to cut through. Looks pretty good. We'll zoom back out here. That image has been rescued, and we can go ahead and crop it. Let's just go to a nice 1:1 crop, and we'll pull that in. There we go. Looks pretty good. Press return and open image, and it is rescued. So there we have it. We've developed the RAW file and rescued the lost data. Now, this works in all situations, whether it be people, overblown skies, you name it. There's a ton of cool things you could do in that Camera Raw dialog box, and we have multiple episodes on Camera Raw here at Understanding Adobe Photoshop, so be sure to check them out. For Understanding Adobe Photoshop, my name's Rich Harrington, and I'd like to thank you for joining us.